What's up, guys? Josue again, my boy Caesar.
Hey.
Today we just wanted to kind of talk about a conversation that we had a couple days ago at Applebee's. We were just, having some dinner and, we kind of, every time we catch up, we just kind of update each other on, how our week was going or 2 weeks or whatever, and just kind of talk about what's been going on, the good and the bad. And so something that came up during our conversation that was, really interesting for me, that I hadn't really realized recently is how much I've been working in my business rather than on my business. And so what that means is, for, the past few weeks, I've really been bombarded with a lot of work. And that's not a bad thing. I've been doing really well and I'm really happy about it. But something that Caesar brought up was like, hey man, like you are really busy and that's good. But you're working too much in your business rather than on it. And so, I just started telling him like, yeah, man, like that's very true. And this kind of makes sense in the context that like me and Caesar, like we very much have a mentality of building a company rather than just making a living. I think there's a very, very big difference. Right now, I'm building a company. Caesar's building a company, and what that means is instead of actually being the technician, actually for Caesar's case, it'd be building websites. Mm-hmm. Instead of actually building the website, it'd be partnering with other individuals, other companies who actually build the websites. Mm-hmm. And you're just a company owner. You're managing the project. You're facilitating the work, right? And so that's something that I've sort of been struggling with video is saying like, taking on a client and saying, let me get some help on this project, and let me not do it all by myself, because if I'm just doing it all by myself from start to finish, I'm just working within my business. I'm not actually building a business. And so some pushback that, I've been having on, we started talking about what was holding me back from actually working on my business rather than in it is, just like, with you, like you have, by recruiting a team, your profit margin is mm-hmm. diminished, right?
Yeah.
And so, that's kind of been a tough thing for me is like just kind of getting out of the mentality of I don't have to make all the money. Mm-hmm. Like I can step back. I can outsource the editing. I could partner with someone to do the filming, to do the editing. Yeah. Make less money on the project, but in the long term, I'll have more time to go out and do sales and marketing and bring in more clients.
Yeah.
So talk about like your experience with like getting past that barrier, because I'm still trying to get past that barrier right now. Like what has your experience been like, working, on yourself in a repair shop and, hiring rather than doing everything yourself?
Yeah, definitely. So with, going from being a one-man team, a one-man show to actually having people on your team, there's like a mentality shift that you have to take, because you have to be willing to pay people for their time and for their work, and that's going to cut out of your profit. And a lot of people, especially even a lot of repair shops, there's people that have been a one-man show for 6-7 years because they don't want to step aside, let go of some control, mm-hmm. and let somebody else kind of like take in their place and do that job for them. And they want so much control over everything that bringing somebody on to start doing a part of the business so that they can go focus on the bigger picture is very hard for them, because they see it as this person is taking the money that I could be taking if I just put in the time.
Yeah.
But it's definitely like a mental change that you have to make. As in, you're building a team, mm-hmm. you're building a relationship, you're taking care of the people that are working for you, and ultimately it's going to allow you to go to the next level and start making bigger decisions and really focusing on growing your business, mm-hmm. instead of focusing on managing every aspect of the business.
And so that's something that I think that, at least for me, I'm definitely in that state right now where I need to change. I've had the mentality. We really have. We talk about it all the time. But just a few days ago, I actually took a look back and asked myself like, am I actually doing that? And in some areas of my business, I am, right? Like with a lot of you guys don't know, this year I have, about 4 weddings booked, and I'm not filming any of them. So, in that aspect, I am, outsourcing, partnering with other companies, other individuals to fulfill my clients, right? To fulfill those video needs. But I need to start doing that more. I can't just 20% of my business, outsource, and then the other 80, have all control over. Just like Caesar was saying, right? Like, I don't want to just make a living. I don't just want to be making videos for the rest of my life and then have that be it. Like, I want to build a company, and that's going to start with having that mentality shift of giving up all the control, trusting other people, partnering with other people, taking care of those other people, taking less of the profit. And I think that that's so hard for so many people. I mean, I'm experiencing it right now. It's so hard for so many business owners, just everywhere. Like, they're just too scared to, they say, oh, I can't afford to like hire someone else, or I can't afford to have a team. Like, I have to do everything. And at the end of the day, like, they're just gonna have a job. Like, you could own your own business, but you could still, have a really just expensive job within your business. I don't want to be, I don't want to have a job within my business. The reason I started a business was to not have a job.
On that side, it's like, there's obviously going to be drawbacks, and there's going to be, a struggle, and that's a struggle that you have to go through as you grow. And one of the struggles is that, for example, cell phone repair, right? As I'm hiring, like, I honestly believe that I'm really good at cell phone repair, and like, somebody who doesn't have as much experience is not going to know how to approach every single problem that I've already had experience with. And so handing, control to somebody else that's not on, your level of expertise, in your case, somebody who might not be as good in video talent than you are, then it does lower it can lower your quality in performance, and that's sometimes very hard to like let go of, if like your like pride possession and when you like put a lot of work into. Now some other individual that isn't as passionate as you are is going to go in and do work for you, and a lot of times it's not going to be, as detailed and as like perfect as you normally would do it if it were on you. But that's a part of growing, and it's really,
it's finding the right people,
and it's finding the right people,
because everything we've talked to up to this point has been the mentality shift, but like practicality is obviously a huge factor also. Like, I'm devoting not all of March, but most of March, I'm coming after you guys, videographers in Sacramento. I'm coming after you guys. I want to partner with you guys. I want to partner with the best in the game. I'm not going to hire just any videographer in the area. Like, if you're not, I'm literally going to ask people, who is the best videographer? I'm going to set up a meeting with them. I'm going to, hopefully build that relationship with those people, with those individuals within this area, Sacramento, San Francisco, to build Team Sway Media. Because the only way that I'm going to grow is if I partner with people that are equally as good as me, and better. Or like, better. That's all I'm looking at right now. I'm not, I don't want, like you said, like, I want to trust people that I'm partnering with in either delivering a product that is equal as if I would have done it, or better. Like, worst case scenario, it's exactly what my client expected. Best case scenario is it's even better what they expected than what they expected.
And then just add to that, in doing so, in hiring better people, then if you want to hire better people that are, better at customer service, better at video, better at editing, it's going to cost you more money.
Yeah, exactly. And so I need to raise my prices to compensate for paying someone of better quality. And
but there's definitely like a balance, right? If you want to not pay that much, you're going to get somebody that doesn't have the quality, and if you want someone that has the quality, then you better be willing to pay them what they are worth.
So that's, I want to wrap up this video. I just kind of wanted to update you guys where, and just kind of put out there like where I'm at and where we are, because you're going through this. He's interviewing, hiring, training people for his self and repair shop every week, and so I'm I'm definitely, I'm gonna start, literally this next week into March, to set up those meetings, to partner with the best videographers and photographers and graphic designers, and but that's later. Right now, I want to focus on looking for the best in the industry, partnering with them, and really build a company rather than just build a living for myself. So that's how I'm gonna do it.
And then one of the other challenges is like, not only is it hard to find good people, because that's actually like probably one of the hardest things, is just finding the right people, finding good people. And then the second thing, and this is what I'm challenged with, like I don't have the answer to it, and I'm making this video to document that at this point in time, I have yet to like figure out how to do this, and that's just creating a culture within an organization. And it's something that I'm still very confused on. I don't know how to really approach it. I have some ideas and some things that I'm kind of like working on, but I've yet to really understand how to create a culture within an organization. But I don't think you're ever going to start learning that until you start going through it. You're never going to learn how to build culture within an organization if you're not hiring, if you're not you have to actually hire bad people first to know what a bad person is like, what you don't want. And then that way you have a better idea of what you do want.
Yeah, of course. Cool, guys. So I want to wrap up there. Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, I want to be making one of these at least every week. And so look out next week for another topic. We'll catch you guys later.